It's a proper rain now. It's a rainy morning. I had really hoped to deal with the sweet potato slips today, but I don't think it's a good idea while it's raining like this. I'd like to just show you the spinach I'd planted along with the sweet potatoes in this container. In this bottomless barrel, as you can see, they're not doing really well, and even the one that was here kind of got washed away by the rain. It decomposed or something, I don't know. It was covered up, and in about 2 or 3 days when I came back to check on it, it was gone. But these two seem to have made some progress. They were quite small last week, especially that one. That one was really small. Now I'm seeing new leaves and everything. That spinach is not doing well. I don't think it will survive, but we'll just let it be and see what happens. Yeah, so I'll not deal with that today unless the rain lets up, which I don't think it will. Let's see. As for the potatoes, what did I do here? What did I do here? So I filled that one up to the top, and then I added some mulch. I'm using sawdust for mulch because that's what I have. I'm hoping it won't affect the potatoes. It's worked so far for my tomatoes, and so it should be fine for the potatoes as well. These ones are continuing well. I didn't even get a chance to weed or anything, but I'll do that as soon as it stops raining. Yeah. Yesterday I planted a piece of potato in a bigger bucket. My experiment today is to see whether these tiny pieces that I left over from yesterday will germinate in containers, smaller containers. And another silly part of this experiment is that none of these 4 containers have drainage holes. This one does. This one has drainage holes, but these ones do not. So I want to see whether they will still be able to survive in such a climate. Of course, if they do germinate, I will have to move them to bigger pots or just plant them in the ground. And today I've used ordinary soil from the shamba, or garden soil. Shamba means garden. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna plant these in here, not too deep, and see whether they germinate. The soil is already really wet, so I will not water at all. And I guess that in a way should help with the rotting, the danger of rotting. I don't think they will rot in this kind of soil because it will just continue to dry out. But anyway, I'll leave them for 7 days and see whether they will indeed survive. And again, my reason for planting so many potatoes is to see whether I can have a harvest of potatoes every single week of the month, every single month of the year. Yeah, because I simply have begun loving potatoes now, especially now that I know how to roast them. So yeah, let's see if this actually works.